at night, my children, ruin is at hand. Magicians were called to interpret these signs. They could not pretend that their meaning was good. Montezuma had these magicians then strangled, for in magic it is some remedy to destroy the bearer of bad news, which is madness. They're fucking crazy. That's why they went off. That's why they got fucked up. It says Montezuma and his priests had reason to dread the return of Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl had preached against human sacrifice. Yet in their worship of him they used human sacrifice, though sparingly. That Quetzalcoatl will be angry with them, and naturally wished to reclaim the kingdom that was rightfully his. It says, was something they did not doubt for a moment. And one scripture comes to mind, because they had those pyramids. If you watch that movie, Apocalypto, they had those damn pyramids, and then at the top they would sacrifice the captives. They would have the man alive still cut through his chest and take out his beating heart still. So this is Hosea. Where's that? Hosea 8 and 11. It says, now this is Ephraim, right, which is northern kingdom. Because Ephraim had made many altars to sin. Right? What are those altars? Those pyramids, man. And at the top of the pyramid you had the altar where they sacrificed the people. Altars shall be unto him to sin. I have written to him the great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing, So this is going on back then in the land of Samaria, but this also applies to them in America, man, because it tells you how Shai came, showed them the law, told them, human sacrifice, you're not supposed to do that, and they still did that shit. It says, they sacrifice flesh for the sacrifice of mine offering, and eat it, but the Lord accepted them not. Now will he remember their iniquity and visit their sins. They shall return to Egypt, which is America. For Israel hath forgotten his maker and buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities. But I will send a fire upon the cities, and it shall devour the palaces thereof. So that's clear cut proof, man. Only a dumbass fool and an agent would say otherwise. Let's go to page 233 in the same book. It says one early article on Quetzalcoatl appeared in the November 14th issue of American Antiquarian Salakia of 1889, and was reprinted in William Corliss's Compendium The Unexplained. The article was by Dominic Daly, and it was appropriately entitled The Mexican Messiah. Daly had some interest and insights into Quetzalcoatl, and his article was well researched. It says Daly, the Mexicans have preserved a minute and apparently an accurate description of the personal appearance and habits of Quetzalcoatl. He was a white man, advanced in years and tall in stature. His forehead was broad, he had a large beard and black hair. Hold on. These devils talk about blonde hair or brown hair for fake Christ Caesar Borgia. Man, he had black hair, but he wasn't a white man. He was represented as white, meaning purity. That's a scholar's description. He is described as dressing in a long garment. Alright, page 236. Slovakia. Yeah, page 236. This is down here. Daly continues, another theory as to the identity of Quetzalcoatl may here be noticed. Lord Kingsborough makes the startling suggestion that Quetzalcoatl was no other than Christ himself, and in support of this maintains that the phonetic rendering in the Mexican language of the two words Jesus Christ would be as nearly as possible as Quetzalcoatl. It says also, as a farm man walking about Mexico and preaching brotherly love, harmless living, and above all the abolition of warfare is concerned, there are other legends that place a similar figure walking throughout South America, certain Caribbean islands, and most of North America, including areas of Canada, the Central Plains, and the Mississippi Valley. Alright. Down here it says, in his diary of Peru, begun in 1541, Pedro de Cleza de Leon wrote, a white man of great stature who by his aspect and presence called forth great veneration and obedience. They say this man went on towards the north, working these marvels along the way of the mountains, and that he never more returned, so as to be seen in many places. He gave orders to men how they should live, and spoke lovingly to them and with much intelligence, admonishing them that they should do good and no evil or injury to one another, and they should be loving and charitable to all. And then the last part down here, it says, E.B. Taylor, the father of British anthropology and the author of the book Early History of Mankind, quotes the following tale. Quetzalcoatl appeared at Panuco, up a river on the eastern coast. He had landed there from his ship, coming no man knew from whence. He was tall, of white complexion, pleasant to look upon, with fair hair and bushy beard, dressed in long flowing robes. Received everywhere as a messenger from heaven, he traveled inland across the hot countries of the coast to the temperate regions of the interior, and there he became a priest, a lawgiver, and and a king. The beautiful land of the Toltecs teemed with fruit and flowers, and his reign was their golden age. Poverty was unknown, and the people reveled in every joy of riches and well-being. The Toltecs themselves were not like the small, dark Aztecs of latter times. They were large of stature and fair, almost as Europeans. It was bullshit. And sun-like, they could run unresting all the day long. Quetzalcoatl brought with him builders, painters, astronomers, and artists, and many other crafts. He made roads for travel and favored the wayfaring merchants from distant lands. He was the founder of history, the lawgiver, the inventor of the calendar of days and years, the composer of Tonalamatlu, the sun book, where the Tonalpukui, he who counts by the sun, reads the destinies of men in astrological predictions, and he regulated the times of the solemn ceremonies. Solemn in serious, like Passover, the festival of the New Year, and the 52 years cycle. Alright, now I want to bring one more point out. I'll put this in post-production because I forget the name of the book. I got it from online. By Lord's will, I could put it up. But all I have here is Iroquois, page 235. And this is a story because it said most of Canada he went to, right? So this is a story among the Iroquois. It says, there was even a curious encounter with the Iroquois religion's main competitor. It appeared that his hands and feet were torn by iron nails. Then said the man, they slew me, so I have gone home to shut the doors of heaven, that they may not see me again until the earth passes away. Now it is rumored that you, Handsome Lake, are but a talker with spirits. Now it is true that I am a spirit of whom he was murdered. Now tell your people that they will become lost when they follow the ways of the white man. So he told them straight up, don't follow the Edomites' Christianity. And this is Yahushua, because who's this? My feet were torn by nails, they slew me, you know. So the Lord came to the men, and this is just one account. A lot of history's like history's vast. A lot of things, a lot of aspects of history is hidden in protocols, elders of Zion. What do they say? We're gonna take out those parts of history that's undesirable to us, the things that make us look bad, and and a lot of disinformation out there, man. So like I said, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for even letting me come upon this information. But brothers, remember, man, there's a lot of history that's unwritten or hidden. A lot of oral history, especially among the natives. So Yahushua came throughout all of them, man. The stories are out there. So that was basically it on that. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua once again, always. Double honors to the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect, pushing the truth. You brothers keep doing it. We almost out of here. This devil's going out, man. So till next time, I say shalom.